I just wanted to start by just saying thank you for never lying to us. Thank you for always giving it to us straight. I know that you have saved, countless lives.
Jennifer Garner had a candid chat with Dr. Fauci about the coronavirus. She shared a video with him on Instagram writing, "Conversation with Dr. Fauci, back to school/vaccine/sports, and more questions answered here. I love Dr. Fauci, and you will too." They talked about a lot of topics surrounding COVID-19, and Garner even asked when film fans will be able to return to theaters. Dr. Fauci responded saying he doesn't think the public will be safe to go to the movies for over a year.
Well, that's something I really am craving and would like to do myself, so I'll give you the answer. I think it's going to be a combination of a vaccine that has been around for almost a year and good public health measures. I would think by the time we get to the end of 2021, maybe even the middle of 2021, if we get a vaccine, Jennifer, that's a knockout vaccine, that's 85-90% effective. I don't think we'll get that. I'll settle for 70% effective. But if we get a really good vaccine and just about everybody gets vaccinated, you'll have a degree of immunity in the general community that I think you could walk into a theater without a mask and feel like it's comfortable that you're not going to be at risk.
They also talked about a vaccine. Dr. Fauci revealed he doesn't think it's likely a vaccine will be available by November, despite reports that one may be ready by then. He predicted that everyone in the general public would have a vaccine by the end of 2021.
So given that that first frontline workers, of course, thank God for them, healthcare workers, people with underlying conditions. So just say, the average Joe, when do you think those hundreds of millions of vaccines will start to be trickled down to, the rest of America?
Probably by the mid to end of 2021. Okay. Like I said, by the end of this current calendar year, there'll be a few million, 10 million or so doses. Once you get into the first quarter, you're talking tens and tens of millions. Once you get to the second half of 2021, I think that fourth or last group will be able to get vaccinated.
Fauci continued about the vaccine's clinical trials and when he thinks that scientists will know that they're safe and effective.
We project that in at least 3 of them, and then the fourth one will be a month later, the fifth and sixth one will be 2 months later, but let's take the 3 that are really advanced. It is likely that we will get an answer as to whether or not they're safe and effective by November or December. And I think that that's the most likely. Is it possible that we'll get an answer before then? Let's say October. It's conceivable, but unlikely. So let's assume that November, December comes and we have a couple of vaccines that actually have been shown to be safe and effective. Even now, before we know they're safe and effective, the companies are making millions and millions of doses so that by the time we get to the end of this calendar year and go into the beginning of 2021, there will be millions of doses at the end of the year, tens of millions of doses in the beginning of 2021. And by the time we get to the middle of 2021, there likely will be a couple of 100 million doses, which means that people who need the vaccine will be able to get it.